It is Wednesday morning. I'm supposed to be logging into work very soon. I'm gonna have to grab these flat irons and go ahead and get to work and start curling the top here. But the guy who cut my hair, he did a good job. He hooked it up. I told him not to touch the front, and it looks like he kind of nipped it here. But then, he followed instructions very good, I don't know if y'all can see the design. It's cool. So once the top is curled, it's all good. I got a lot of hair. It's thick. Whew. I'll see y'all in a minute. I meant to say my brother is calling. I'll see y'all in a minute. So it's Thursday night. I'm laying here in the bed, bored as hell, trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I had a long talk with my husband. We talked about a lot of things. What do you think about our what do you think about our discussions? You think we're making progress?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you still mad at me?
No.
Do you think I'm still mad at you?
Yeah.
You think I'm still mad at you?
Yeah, I think it'll be for a while.
I'm gonna say this. I don't have no hard feelings towards you. I'm not even really mad at you, especially not now. But there's still some things that I'm not over, if that makes any sense. I'm glad that we can talk it out. And I'm glad that we didn't do anything that we both would have regretted later on. And I think that's what our children would have wanted. Correct? Correct. Oh, and the first night I came to Shreveport, it was the first night, right? The Marriott? That was the first night. Great sex. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to tell y'all that early on because I didn't want y'all to think, oh, your girl is hella like weak and soft. But I guess when you're married, I guess that don't matter. Now, if I was like first meeting him for the first time and we was just talking, then I could agree with y'all and be like, okay, yeah, I was tripping. But, I didn't want him to know that right away either, but I was missing him. He said he was missing me, but I didn't want to tell him that right away. But the sex was good. It was great. Like, great. If y'all hear any noise in the background, y'all gotta excuse that. That's my son being loud and my nephew, they're being loud. And my niece and her girlfriend and my other son, they're all being loud. So excuse the noise. I told my husband that the next video I do, because this is my channel, I wanted to give y'all some footage at the Galleria Mall. So that will be the next video. Tomorrow I'm going to curl my hair because my husband's taking me out, right, babe? You going to take me out tomorrow? He's taking me out tomorrow, so I got to do my job and curl my hair to look nice for my outing tomorrow. I spoke to my sister yesterday, and she told me some things that really got me worried about her. And then, too, she sent me this text, and it was from an astrology site, and it said, Aries, work out your differences with a family member, and God wants you to know that family is forever. So when she sent that, I was just like, what? I don't know how these astrologers know these things, but they be dead on, like dead on. Because my husband and I were at odds with each other. And then my sister and I, we just was not seeing eye to eye. And I was ignoring her calls, her text messages, all that. Because I just wasn't feeling my sister for a minute. Like after the New York trip, I just was like thrown off. So when she sent me that, I was just like, wow. How do these astrologers know these things? Like every time they say something about my specific sign, they be dead on. Like they be dead on. They be correct. And I don't know how they be getting this stuff like dead on. And I guess God created a system, and he created a system through astrology and science for everything to be how it is, for different personalities, different characters, different people, different skin colors, everything that God created, he created it according to his scientific design and his astrological system. Because I kid you not, every time these astrologers be saying things, they be dead on. They be like correct. And I don't, that amazes me how they just get everything correct. What else do I want to share with you guys? Work is going good, I guess, but I'm bored as hell with that. I'm ready to get this real estate thing going. That's going to be like my main focus. I want to get my license so I can start selling these houses and making some money. The next video that I'm going to do also will be, the next couple of videos rather, will be, about outfits that I'm gonna put together. Y'all can rate them. Y'all can type in the description box down below if you like them or not. I bought my belts. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys my belts. Hang on just a moment. As you guys can see, I got my belts I bought from the mall. We went to the Bossier. What was the name of that mall? It was Bossier. Pierre Bossier Mall or something like that. And I went to the Buckle store and got me some belts. So that's my silver belt. Man, it's hella cute. We gon' work with this and create some outfits with this belt. This is a hella cute ass belt. Fire, right? And then I got this black one. And it's just a plain, cross belt. I can put this with any pair of jeans. Then I got this solid gray Van belt. I think it's made by Vans. If it's not made by Vans, it's made by a company that makes belts that's similar to Vans or Dickies. And this is Mission belt. So this company makes belts similar to Vans and Dickies. So that's just a solid gray. And then I got a solid black, same type of belt, just a solid black. You feel me? So I got 4 belts to work with now. We can put some outfits with that to match. You know what I mean? So yeah. One thing I learned about being married is you're gonna have your battles and you gotta learn how to pick them. And you gotta learn how to pick your poison too. And like, you could be so mad at your spouse, you could be so mad at your wife, your husband, your significant other, and you could do and say things you don't really mean. And you can do and say things you regret later. So one thing I learned is there was 2 instances where I honestly thought my marriage was for sure over, but it's not over. And I don't know if it's because it's God's will for us to constantly work these problems out every time we have one, or if it's just upon our own will. I'm rolling this up totally backwards. Whoops, my black belt, I'm rolling it up backwards. And then I don't know if the kids have anything to do with it either. Like the fact that we have children that's making us go ahead and put our differences aside and work the shit out, or if it's something else. But every marriage that I have ever known that has lasted for so long, I have never known no marriage that has lasted so long that never had any problems, never had any separation. Like my foster parents, the people that raised me, they've been married 20 some years. Or maybe it might be 30. They might be pushing on 30 years, maybe. That they've been married, and I've many of times witnessed them get separated, witnessed them have fights, witnessed them have all kinds of problems, and they're still together, and they have continued to work them out. So, and my husband said the same thing. He don't know a marriage that exists that has lasted for a long time, that has never had any issues or problems. So I think maybe the issues that my husband and I have had or are still having, maybe these are just the growing pains, and maybe these are lessons that we're learning, you know what I mean, as we go along. Type in the description box below if y'all have any marital problems or issues. Y'all are welcome to share them. You know, all of these things is life lessons to learn and move forward from. I'm not going to say that my marriage is perfect. I have never got on this channel and said my marriage is perfect. But one thing that I will say is, in spite of all the problems that we have, all his differences, my differences, we always seem to somehow come back together and work those problems out. And like I said, there was instances where I honestly thought my marriage was for sure over, and it's still not over. So I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. The next video, we will see y'all at the Galleria Mall. Stay tuned. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to tell y'all is that I lost access to the email of my previous channel that I had started for you guys. So this is my new channel that I had to recreate. I could not recover the other channel, unfortunately. So this is the new channel that I restarted. But if you guys want to see all the other videos that I created on the previous channel that I can't recover, they are all in my playlist under Tay's earlier videos. So click on that playlist, and all of my earlier videos for that particular channel is there. So if y'all want to track how I started and what videos I had when I first started, all of those videos are on that playlist. Check them out.